All right, y'all, welcome back to my channel. Let's talk about Scott Damore being let go over in TNA. I did a small video on my Instagram where you guys could probably came from, so shout out to y'all. But I wanted to make sure I did this in a long form video to give you guys as much information as possible. Now, Scott Damore has been over at TNA for years. And of course, you know that he is a professional wrestler at his core. Traditionally, that is where he started. And then he transitioned into backstage and, of course, into the executive side, or more specifically, the business side of wrestling, and has been working that ever since. Now, Scott Damore has been over in TNA for quite some time. Last year, around, I'd say, after Bound for Glory, they had announced that, there was some changes coming and that TNA was coming back and Impact was going to be no more. So a month or two went by. They had Hard to Kill, which was a very highly successful pay-per-view. And now, a month later, after that successful pay-per-view, they have fired their president, Scott Damore. Now, a lot of people are probably asking why. What happened? What is going on? From what I've seen on the dirt sheets, there isn't really much to lean to. It doesn't seem like there was any issue, unless there was an issue, and we'll find out later. Especially if Scott Damore didn't sign an NDA, then he could sing like a canary to anybody once his contract is up. But as far as I know, there are no reports that there was any ill will or bad feelings between anybody. It seems that the way that this came to fruition was directly from the head honcho of Anthem Entertainment Group, Len Asper. You see, Len Asper wants to acclimate TNA into Anthem Entertainment Group better, and he felt as though giving one of his guys the task rather than doing it with Scott Damore was the better move. I don't know if I 100% agree with that, but it's not my money, not my business, not my problem. Now, to give you guys a little aspect into the guy, this guy is the current president of Anthem Group, and it is not Len Asper. Len Asper owns Anthem Group. He's the one who has the coin. Anthem Group also has a president that handles the day-to-day operations of Anthem Entertainment Group. And that guy is Anthony Cicione. I believe that's how you say his name. Now, Anthony has been the one who's been appointed to be the president of TNA. Now, you have to think. You would imagine that when Len Asper would appoint this man, the president of this company, that he would make sure somebody who was in charge has had personal experience or has some type of inkling about wrestling and the business itself. But as I've read even further, Anthony does not. He has no experience in that field whatsoever. The crazy part about this situation is that there's no definitive answer if he is going to be the permanent president of TNA, or if this is just, a temporary fix to a long-term problem. All in all, I would say that this is a very drastic move, and it just seems to have come out of nowhere. I don't right off understand what's going on, but I would hope, and I would say to Scott Damore, good luck. I hope that you land on your feet. I know you're going to get a nice little severance package in this firing, because it's definitely, your contract was not up. So you still going to get paid and get that coin, sir. But I also hope that this is not any bad blood for you, because I feel like Scott Damore don't really get the respect that he deserves. And for the last couple of years, he's been doing everything in his power to keep TNA Impact afloat. He's been doing everything in his power to maintain it, bringing in people from various companies. He's done everything in his power to try to keep TNA as that wonderful alternative that we all love to see, and they have done a good job at doing that. I don't know exactly what's going on, but I hope later on we'll get more information as to why this happened and where we're going to go from here. Scott Damore, I hope you land on your feet. I hope WWE come and get you so you can work over there. Or I hope you go to AEW and help them get their shit together, because they need you more than WWE do, if we're being fair. They need you in AEW. I think you should go over there. Tony, get on your shit. Call that man so he can have a job. Y'all make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comment section below about Scott Damore being fired, about Len Asper hiring Anthony Cicione to take over. Now, like I didn't tell y'all specifically everything in here, but I'm going to go over it on live tonight, so don't worry. So I will see y'all then, but child, this whole thing is a mess.